So Danny, first of all, let's reflect on the result at Woking. A vital 3 points, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think especially after the disappointment at Southend, no one wanted it, no one planned for it, but sometimes those things happen. And when you go on such a good run, performance-wise and results-wise, sooner or later, the law of averages show that you're going to have an off day. We had an off day, gifted them a couple of goals, which happens, but the lads, fair play to them, especially the lads who come back in the team Tuesday night, really showed a resilience to not make it 2 on the trot and make sure that blip remained a mini blip.
Obviously the lads have had a few days away, haven't they, as well, over the Southend and Woking games, so glad to be back at base now?
Yeah, it feels like I've been away for a while, you know, and fair play to the club. They've backed us to do things professionally. We stayed down after Southend, as you can imagine. It was a real quiet and flat coach journey back to the hotel, and then Sunday and the recovery and training Monday, everyone was back to business and really focused on Woking. So those things happen. It's the old phrase, isn't it? I think Alan Pardew said it, the old bounce back ability, and you've got to show that to be successful. And we showed it Tuesday. It was a resilient away performance, ruthless in both boxes, 8 points clear. Straight back to it as well, and there's not really a tougher test in the league at the minute than Eastleigh. You know, they're really in form at the minute, so coming to the SMH Group Stadium, it's not going to be easy, is it? No, I'm sure they'll be saying the same thing. They've got 2 centre forwards banging form. They'll be coming here as underdogs, and rightly so, because we're top. And we'll be looking to keep their front 2 quiet, but they're a strong team. You know, I think since Richard Hill's taken over, their improvement has gradually gone up. Do you know what I mean? And if they win tomorrow, they get in the playoffs. That's their incentive. We've got to make sure that we win and make that gap a little bit bigger at the top. But they've got some threats. We've got to neutralise them to get any chance of 3 points. Yeah, Paul McCallum as well, the top scorer in the National League. We're certainly going to have to keep him quiet, ex-Spireites, of course. Is it going to be sort of, you know, an even tougher one to keep him quiet, knowing that he's up against his former club? No, I think Mac has a lot of former clubs, hasn't he? So I think there's a lot of clubs he goes to that he's played to at once, because he's a, I wouldn't say he's a journeyman, but he's been around the block, and everywhere he's gone, he's been absolutely brilliant. He was very good for us last year. Eastleigh's now his 2nd time playing for Eastleigh, and both times his goal scoring records off the scale. Him and the lad Scott Quigley are a real handful. You know, to go up against the top scorer in the league is tough for any team. So he'll be coming into town. We know that they want to play into their centre forwards and get round them and be physical, and they've got some good footballers spread amongst that as well. So yeah, we're going to have our hands full tomorrow. We've got to make sure we defend just like we did at Woking, and maybe bring a little bit more of that home performance excitement that the gaffer likes to have for his teams. How much confidence would it give the back 4 specifically, though, and maybe the 2 centre-halves, if they were to keep a clean sheet and keep Paul McCallum, you know, the top scorer in the National League, quiet? It must do a lot for confidence, that. Yeah, I think so, like they did against, you know, the lad Bishop for Portsmouth, who's sought after by a lot of Championship teams at the moment, and they did that. So, you know, Kabamba, one of the best strikers in the league, kept him quiet till his tapping right at the end against us. So our back line at the minute doing really well, keeping good centre-forwards quiet. And you know, we'll go through some clips today with Palms and Grimesy in the back 4 of their threats, and the boys are really focused on each game bringing a new challenge, and I think they quite enjoy that new challenge. They quite enjoy the fact they're up against good centre forwards to test them, because yes, Palms and Grimes are experienced players, but they still want to improve, they still want to learn, and ultimately they want to help us win the league. What sort of a team are Eastleigh then? What are you expecting them to bring? They bring it. It's hard because all your focus is on the front 2, in like the press or media. But they've got some big boys. They've got some good footballers. They play away, but like Southend, they play away. They don't change the formation much. They stick to what they know. Everyone knows their roles within the team. You know, they're very disciplined, and they're powerful. Really powerful, you know, but so are we. And we've got to remember that. We're coming up against big, strong physical teams with big, strong physical centre forwards. But we're a strong physical team as well. And to win this league or to be successful, you have to match people's strength and bring your own things to the table, which we'll be looking to do tomorrow front hopefully another packed home stadium. And what's the team news going into the game? And also just to comment on Bailey Clements, whether he can play or not. Yeah, no, Bailey won't be playing. In terms of, you know, Tyrone was back running yesterday, so a couple of weeks, like I always say. But yeah, should be a couple of weeks. Apart from that, we're good to go. So it's a real strong set of players to choose from. And whatever set we choose to put on the pitch, we'll be trying our hardest to get those 3 points. 8 points clear of a game in hand. It really is the time for the supporters to come down and back the lads, isn't it? Yeah. And listen, they'd be backing us if we were like 11th and 8 points off the playoffs. That's what these supporters are like. And what's nice this year is that so far we're giving them some real hope and optimism that this year could be the year. but not even halfway yet, you know. And just like we've been continuous in form, some people post-Christmas go out of form, and we've got to make sure from here on in we stay in form. Little blip here and there be fine, as long as we stay on track for the majority.
Thanks, Danny.
Top man, bro.